Here in the Midweather Boxing Club with a man getting ready to make his return to action. Friday night, Lanell K.O. Bellows. Lanell, you're 9-1-1 at this point. Looking for this 10th career win. Tell us about the guy you're fighting and what, if anything, you know about him.
I just know his name. I believe his name is Mustafa Musalem.
I let you say that because I would have messed it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure of his record. I know he'll be losing, as I always be sure to let everyone know he will be losing. Come Friday night, he's a right-hander, and he's going down.
Let me ask you this: there's stereotypes with certain fighters. You know, Mexicans fight this way. You know, black guys fight this way. Russians fight that way. Do you look at it the same way, or so do you have, knowing that he's Russian, do you have an expectation of what he's going to bring, or you don't want to, get yourself?
Nah, I mean, I haven't fought really many Russians. I boxed a few Russians, but from what everybody tells me, they just come forward. I mean, they're pretty aggressive. So we're gonna go out there, we prepare properly, go out there and handle our business.
Let me ask you about you. You know, you started kind of late in the game. You know, you didn't have the buzz around you a lot of the other TNT fighters did. First few fights, or a few fights in, you had a little rough spot there, but you've really come in your own the last few fights. How do you see your growth in the sport, over the last couple of years, and where do you think you are right now as far as how close you are to being the best you can be?
I don't think I'm nowhere near my pinnacle, my peak. Like I said, I started late, so I got a lot more learning to do. I believe we're on the right path. K.O. Bellows is definitely on the right path to achieve greatness, but we far away from it. There's so much to learn in this boxing game, and I'm a student of the game, so I'm just here learning it day by day, punch by punch, and we'll see a belt. We're definitely gonna see a belt.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about this. This will be your 12th fight, looking for your 10th win. How far off do you think you are from, at least contending for one of the, obviously probably one of the minor belts first, and then
definitely this time next year I'll be a contender if Lord doesn't see fit that I'm already a champion by then.
What's it like having all these other guys? You have a lot of guys in this camp that have a lot of experience, from world title holders to great amateur fighters. What's it like getting a wide variety of people of different sizes and backgrounds?
Like I always say, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. I get on the job training from some top athletes, some top boxers, and I get a lot of knowledge from these boxers as well. So, I mean, I believe I'm in one of the best situations I can be in as far as the lateness in the game and just being where I'm at.
I've been around this gym a lot. I see you guys all work well together. You learn from each other. But is there one particular guy, maybe of the group here, that's really taken you under his wing or helped you more than others, or that you feel like you bonded with more?
Nah. I mean, I got my own relationship with each one of the fighters, Big Brother Ishe, my boy J Love, my boy Andrew Tabiti, Ronald Gabriel, Badu Jack. I mean, we all just a family, and we all got our own separate relationships. I don't know how everybody intermingles amongst each other as a group, but I know me personally, I'm real solid with each and every one of the TMC fighters.
I talked to J Love yesterday. He said, I asked him who he was more the most excited about and who he's most proud of. He said you, because what we had said, you started late, you come a long way. What's it been like with him as far as to learn a little bit from him, because he's been around the game for a while?
I mean, first of all, respect, much love, J Love, for the compliment, the comment. Like I said, you be around these athletes that's been in this game for so long. It's a blessing to, like I said, develop personal relationships with some of these fighters and be able to get the mouth to ear knowledge. They're giving it directly. You know what I mean? So I'm just blessed. You know what I'm saying? To know him, to know the other fighters as well. Like I said, constant learning, constant game giving, and I wouldn't want to be no other place, part of no other team.
I've asked you something similar before, but What's it like when you're in a car with all these guys and you're in the back getting ready yourself? You'll probably be one of the earlier fights on, but is it kind of distracting in a way that you got everyone else working, kind of keeping an eye on yourself and one eye on them, or are you totally focusing? And as far as you, at that moment, you don't realize anyone in the world's there but you?
Well, you know what? Preparation is key. Like I tell you all the time, I prepare properly to go out there and handle my business, and I would like to think that my team does the exact same thing. So when they're out there, I'm not worried about it. I let them do their thing. As I prepare to do my thing, I do my thing. We meet up later on and talk about how we did our thing.
All right. Well, last thing, when you get done with your fight, get that W. Who are you excited to get out there and see work this weekend? Any particular matchup you're looking forward to seeing?
Depending on where I fall in the card, this is my first 8 round.
Let's say you were first, just to make it easy.
I'm excited about the whole team. I love seeing my team work. You know what I'm saying? We in the gym together. We in the trenches together. So, I mean, even though it's an individual sport, but I'm saying we all go out there the same night trying to come back with that W. And I'm happy to see everybody go out there and do their thing, get that W.
And the very last thing, Ishai's a massive underdog going against Erislandy Lara. Why are the odds makers wrong on that?
Oh, because they have no idea about boys' work ethic. You know what I'm saying? The type of great training camp he's had. I mean, everybody has an opinion, and they're not wrong for having it. You know what I'm saying? But they'll be wrong when he becomes in the new. You know what I'm saying? 2-time champion. So if y'all can tune in, watch that Laura Ishai Smith fight card on Friday night, and watch those TMT fighters do our thing as well.
All right, best of luck to you. Thank you. I'm always interested to get the opinion of the mothers or their thoughts when they see their sons go in there and do their work. What's your mindset like when Lanell's in there fighting? Are you excited? Are you nervous wreck? Are you what's going through your head?
Well, it's a little bit of both. You know, I'm nervous just because of the nature of the game, but I'm excited because he's doing something that I know that he's good at, and I know that he was called to do it. So I get excited, but a little nervous because just the nature of the whole, boxing. The boxing extravaganza of hitting each other, but for the most part, no, I'm excited for him.
He started a little later than most of the guys, especially in this gym. When he first let you know that he thought boxing was his calling, what were your thoughts? Did you wish he'd gone into golf or something instead, or?
No, you know what? Actually, I was good with it because Lanell was the type of person, he came from the streets, and now he's able to do it, from being in the streets fighting, and then now God allowed him to bring it into a ring. So God takes whatever we grow up with, and he makes it into a purpose. So now he took him from being, in the streets to actually in a ring. So now he legally gets to do what he's been doing all his life, and now he's been learning to be a professional at it, and that's the good part of it.
How important has it been to you and to Lanell, especially having all these TMT guys that, world champions, amateur greats that have been able to teach him a lot and help him come a long way very fast?
You know what? It's been great. I always say that nothing just happens. I think it was done by design for his life, for his purpose. In order to be great, you have to be with the great. In order to move forward, you have to actually be with those that have experienced where you're going. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're better than you, but experience is a great teacher because they're able to share with you the pros and the cons. And then when you're faced with the reality of different decisions, you're able to make a decision from what you know and what you've been told, and then you find out what really works for you in knowing more than one avenue of escape.
Now this is his 12th fight. What are you hoping to see out of him this weekend?
Actually, I want him to take his time. I want him to move at a great pace, and I just want him to do what he do, but have fun with it. Because when you know you in what you are designed to do, or you living in your purpose, then it's time to have fun with it. You learn from every experience, but go in there and have fun and just do the sport.
Well, best of luck to you and Lanell this weekend. Look forward to a victory.
Thank you very much, and me too.
About my business, you know I'm out to get it. Stay on my grizzly, killing competition, competition, killing competition. I want it all on focus. Let's go and get it, go and get it. Said I'm focused, say let's go and get it. Killing competition, I'm all about it. Spin that bread and make it back. Ain't worried about competition. Put them on cardiac, popping bottles and all of that. You know I'm all of that. I keep the crowd jumping like I gave them a party pack. Call audibles like a quarterback. Roethlisberger, I'm still in killing these niggas. I'm getting away with murder. I catch the wave of the track. I'm gnarly just like a surfer. I'm so hot and I ain't even touched the purple.